So I know I talk a lot about knowing your scales. Whether it is a pop tune, a movie tune, or a classical piece of music, it is always important to know your scales because you are building a strong foundation for all of your cello skills. Plus, it's really helpful because you're learning all the possible notes on the cello. But what if you're just starting out and you're just not feeling super comfortable about like moving your hand around and you just want to start learning all about scales, even if it's just only a little bit? Don't worry, in this video I'll be talking about scales that you can play in first position. Hi, my name is Liz from Cellomoji.com, and I give you tips and tricks so that you can learn all of your favorite music on your cello. Today I will be talking about scales you can play in first position, and it will be a series of videos where I will be covering some scales that you can play that have sharps in the key signature, and then there will be some other videos where you will learn all about first position scales, but they have flats in the key signature. So I will be the first to admit, I know that scales are not necessarily the most interesting thing to learn on the cello, but trust me when I say that once you know your scale and you're practicing it, learning other pieces of music becomes so much easier because you're already learning where all of these different notes are, and so when you see it in a song, you'll already know how to play it. Like I said before, you are learning fingerboard geography and just all the possibilities and combinations of notes that you can play in different positions on your cello. So technically, if you're a super advanced cello player, you should know your 4-octave scales, but don't worry if you're just getting started out. Even knowing 1 octave or maybe 2-octave scales, those are going to be so helpful in learning so many different pieces of music. So today I will be going over scales that have sharps in the key signature or nothing at all in the key signature, which is C major, G major, D major, and A major. So I'll be showing you fingerings that I teach my own students, and keep in mind, like, technically there are many different ways you can play a scale, and there are probably other scales too that you can play in first position with various different fingerings. But I wanted to stick to kind of the easy, in my mind, logical fingering so that there weren't any weird like 4/4s, 1/1s, and all of these different types of fingerings. I just wanted to keep it easy and simple and easy for you to remember. Some of these scales will use extensions, but just keep in mind they are just that, extensions, not a movement of the hand moving in and out of first position. Instead, you are in first position and you are stretching your fingers to reach these notes. I will be showing side pictures of fingerings for these scales, so if you have dots or lines on your cello, that is totally helpful. But if you don't have it, that's totally cool. Make sure that you have some type of tuner alongside you so that when you are playing the note, you can check to make sure that you are playing the note in tune and are playing the right note too. So hopefully at this point when you are learning scales, you are also familiar with all the notes in first position on the cello. If you are not, be sure to check out my Cello 101 series where I go over all of the notes in first position. I will link that above and below, and that will cover kind of all the notes in first position, so you'll understand what I'm talking about when I'm talking my way through these scales. Alright, so we're first going to start out with C major scale. C major is special because it has no sharps or flats in the key signature, and it is also pretty neat because you can already start playing the 2-octave scales while still playing in first position. So here we go. We're first going to start out with the open C. You're going to put your first finger down on the C string, that's your D. Put 2 more fingers down, third finger down now is your E natural. 4th finger down, that's your F. Open G. 1st finger down, that's your A. 2 more down, that's your B natural. 4th finger down, that is your C. Open D. 1st finger down, that's your E. Put your 2nd finger down because you're playing F natural. Pinky down, that's your G. Open A. 1st finger down, that is your B. 2nd finger down, that's your C natural. Coming down, C natural. Pick one up, that's your B. Open A. All 4 down, that's your G. Pick 2 2 fingers up, you're playing your F natural. Pick one up, E. Open D. All 4 down, that's your C. Pick one up, that's a B natural. Pick up 2 more, that's your A. Open G. All 4 fingers down, this is now your F, so you're on the C string now. Pick one up, that's your E natural. Pick 2 more up, now you're on your first finger, that's your D. And open C. Alright, we're going to go over the G major scale. So the G major scale has 1 sharp, and that is your F sharp. So that is 3rd finger on the D string. So here we go. Open G. First finger down, that's your A. 2 fingers down, you're playing a B natural. 4th finger down, C. Open D. First finger down, that's your E. 2 more down, you're playing an F sharp. 4th finger down, that's your G. Going backwards, G. Pick one up, that's F sharp. Pick 2 more up, that's an E. Open D. Put all 4 fingers down, that's your C. Pick one up, that's your B natural. 2 more up, that's your A. And open G. Alright, so now we're going to go over the D major scale. The D major scale has 2 sharps, which is F sharp and C sharp. For those of you who are playing a lot of the beginner songs, the keys are either D major or G major. And D major, if you are first starting out, they're going to have you start on the open D string here. And you're learning the upper octave here, where there are no stretches. But you can also play the lower octave if you are starting to get into extensions. Now, remember my #1 left-hand rule is you must keep your thumb with your 2nd finger. So when you are doing extensions, if you leave your thumb behind, you're going to do funny things with your hand in order to reach the note, and oftentimes the note won't be in tune. So if you are moving your 2nd finger to stretch, or even your pinky, make sure that your thumb is moving underneath as well. So let's go over the D major scale. For those of you who aren't into extensions, you can join in once I hit the open D, but you can also give this other one a try as well. So we're going to start from the low D, so I'm first finger on the C string. Now I'm going to do stretch 2. So instead of playing E natural with my 3, which is what I would use if I wasn't extending, I'm now extending and I'm playing it with my 2nd finger. So my thumb is tucked way underneath, and now I'm playing it with 2. This is your E natural. Putting my stretch 4 down, now I'm playing F sharp. Do you notice that my arm isn't sagging like this in order to stretch? I'm keeping it one nice straight line here, and that'll make it a lot easier as well. So here's the F sharp again. Open G. First finger down, that's your A. Again, I'm going to do stretch 2 here to play a B natural. Stretch 4, that's your C sharp. And now open D. First finger down, that's your E. You have to put 2 more down because we're playing F sharp. 4th finger down, that's your G. Open A. First finger down, B. 2 more down, C sharp. 4th finger down, D. Going backwards now, D. Pick one up, C sharp. 2 more up, now that's a B. Open A. All 4 down, that's your G. Pick 1 up, F sharp. 2 more up, that's the E. Open D. Now we're gonna do stretch 4. So what we don't want is, we don't want this kind of movement where I'm just moving my hand. Instead, stay in first position. You're just extending now. So see how stretched out my hand is? I'm playing C sharp with stretch 4. Your second finger should be right on that B natural there in the stretch state. So here's B natural. Pick it up. First finger should be on the A. Open G. Again, stretch 4 for the F sharp. Pick it up to the E. And then first finger on the D. Alright, we're gonna do A major now, and A major is very similar to the lower octave of the D major scale. So keep in mind this scale is going to use extensions, and they are just that, extending your finger. Always make sure that your thumb is following your second finger. So let's get started. We're gonna start with the A, first finger on the G string. Stretch 2, so instead of playing a B natural with a 3, we're replacing it now with a 2. Make sure your thumb is really tucked underneath. Then you're going to put your fourth finger down stretched out. That is a C sharp now. Open D. First finger down, that's your E. Stretch 2, F sharp. Stretch 4, G sharp. Open A. Coming down A. Stretch 4. Notice I just stretched. I wasn't moving my hand this way. G sharp. Pick it up. You should be right on the F sharp with your second finger. Pick it up. E with your first. Open D. Stretch 4, C sharp. Pick it up, you should be on the second finger with your B natural. And then the A. Question of the day, what is your most challenging scale to practice? Leave me a comment below, I would love to check it out. Scales get better with practice, so make sure you're doing a little bit every day. If you can at least play a scale that's associated with the song that you're playing, it'll just help with a lot of things such as getting your notes in tune and understanding what your hand needs to do to play this song. I hope that you found these tips helpful. If you have any other questions, be sure to leave me a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!